Hey everyone, Alex Jaderider here. I have a one-on-one singles match for you. This is level 65. It is for the PvP Central Summer Ladder. And here we go. I'm using my Musketeer, and this is Kai, or Kai the Witchdoctor, or KI Gaming, for any of you who may know him. Yeah, he's a Witchdoctor, as you can tell from his name. This is my second match on Musketeer at level 65, so I don't entirely know what I'm doing yet, so please forgive me. This won't be the most skillful tactical battle. But I brought El Toro mainly because I wanted the accuracy buff. I know a lot of people nowadays, especially Musketeers, are just going all Musketeer companions. But the main reason actually for bringing El Toro is because he is a Witchdoctor and he has like 100 and something resistance, so all this magical damage is going to be cut severely. So El Toro, being a swashbuckler, he'd be able to get some really high damage off on him with his low armor stat. That was the main reason. The accuracy buff, of course, always comes in handy because even as Witchdoctors, or even as Musketeers, I hate missing because it happens and it's stupid. So I guess now I can't really hide behind these boxes. I thought before they were like obstacles and I could hide behind them and not get hit with magical attacks, but that doesn't seem to be the case, as I found. That was why I originally moved there, and then I spread out right there so that I wouldn't have all my units hit with like a Mojo Storm or a Gunnery or something. At most it'd be two. So that's kind of why I split them up right there. I kept them together first off though for the agility buff. And he's buffing his people too. I just want to say, okay, so I guess, hold on, I might sneeze actually. If so, I apologize. That was embarrassing. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. What was I gonna say? I completely forgot. Alright, so I lay these traps here just to kind of force him to head over this way. Kind of just obstacles to influence his movement. I mean, those traps are relatively useless otherwise because there's always a way around them. I hate it. It'd be better if it was a box, not an X. Anyways. Oh, I don't think he hit me yet. But I kind of want him to approach me because, of course, I don't want him to run into his range. Like, that'd be the intelligent choice. I do have Overwatch on Bonnie and Xena, so that's part of the reason as well. Because I know his Wagyu will have to approach me at some point. This is it. Hits me with the critical Morn Song, so I'm like, oh, great. And then his little Witchdoctor from Aquila hits me with the Morn Song. And then come the curse damage. Yeah, I'm in the yellow already. One turn, I'm like, are you kidding me? This is not going well. I'm like, well, it's great. This is a ladder match. I put the bombs here kind of just to get in his way because he's going to have to approach me. And for some reason I decided to use my relatively high strength bombs, which was a terrible move. I considered healing myself there, but I figured I should wait because that's based on your total health at that moment. So I decided to wait on using the heal till my HP was lower. But I put those bombs there like, alright, so at least I'm making a wall. He's going to have to move slowly to approach me. I can snipe him out of the way. That was the plan. I didn't take into the fact that he's a Witchdoctor and they now get this 5 minion thing, and so he pretty much just blew through all my traps with it. And so that was completely pointless, and I wasted my 50% bombs. I really should have used my basic ones, but I was not thinking, I guess. These minions, yeah, you get 5 of them, but they're so terrible. They are the puniest things ever. I don't think it matters how many will buffs you have. They are terrible, awful, terrible. I'm just saying terrible a lot. But they're bad. I put that on because for his Xena and Wagyu's sake, that's because I'm already low on health. However, it doesn't seem to matter too much because he does have himself as a Witchdoctor and he has one Witchdoctor companion, who I actually really like. I just don't know if I would use them in PvP because their range is terrible. Like, it's so low. You pretty much be right next to them to hit him with anything. It's really irritating. I personally prefer Mormo. I love Mormo. He's great. I wish he got Morn Song though. At this point, I'm just kind of... I think I was partly looking for my heal. I'm just really trying to play it safe, because if I lose my Musketeer, I will not win this match. It just isn't going to happen. Because frankly, he's the most important and best unit of mine that there is. So I think now I use the heal because I'm at like lower than a quarter. And I'm trying to bring them into ability to hit, or to get in there to hit him, because I do want to start attacking. I'm not sure if I used Toro's buff yet. If I didn't, then I'm going to. Thing I just don't like is I know he has these infinite range moves, and so that's why I'm really concerned about my Musk. I really want my Valor's Fortress, because I do have that in there. But really, just trying to get set up and move closer, and every time I think I can do it, something happens and I have to prolong it. However, I hate how he didn't move. He never, like, moves forward. He just moved away. It was really irritating. And I'm like, just please fight me. That's what I wanted. Okay, since he used the movement buff on his Wagyu, I assumed that he meant he was going to start attacking soon. So that's why I laid the bombs there, which is I wish I had the 50% ones, because it would have done more damage. I didn't want to knock him back. I was saving those. So I used the regular bombs, which has still got a little bit of damage, and then it kind of blocked him in so he couldn't just charge me with Wagyu without running through some bombs. And I bring Toro up because he was going to go. I literally expected him to move up there, so that's why I kind of moved Toro up higher. But I didn't want to just charge up there and be all willy-nilly and just leave myself, like, done. So once again, I'm chasing him down as he runs back and forth. I think he's expecting me to run in, and so then he can snipe me out, but come on, man. I don't know why he used that strength buff. I really, really don't. He didn't have anyone who benefited from it. It's not like I had people with strength, so, you know, he needed to combat with that for high damage. Now, I had a lot of options. I really had a ton of options here. But what I decided to do was go for the what am I saying? I didn't want to go for the 2-time movement. I wanted to reduce his dodge just so Toro can just annihilate him. Because I do have Toro buff, so I expected him to miss me. I don't know how I still missed him. That irritated the crap out of me. But I knew Toro could just dominate him with my riposte too. And with his double first strike, I wanted to reduce his dodge just to be sure of that. I was positive he was going to die. However, Xena was going to kill him if not. Sorry for my phone. I did use, the dodger. I guess I realized it now. I thought that was going to hit Toro as well. Or his Wagyu, I mean. But it didn't, but I'm okay with that because it crit on his Xena and Witchdoctor companion. I was starting to get really angry with Bonnie because she just was not bursting most of this duel. Alright, so I increased my agility again. So I have 2 times agility. This is what I was going to say earlier. Okay. So I guess Ratbeard on the Wizard or Pirate101 forums, the official ones, says that your chances of burst fire and relentless increase with your agility up higher. And I think it's like Will for Mojo Echo. But if they're higher than your opponents, then you have an increased chance of getting burst and such. And this is what irritates me. I had Toro attack Xena. He didn't get relentless. He has 2 times 100% agility boosts. Xena gets two burst fires on him. So it's like my agility is way higher than yours. I don't get relentless, but you get burst fire. It made me so mad. I was like, I feel like this is crap. I really don't think it works. I think it's all just to mess with our heads. Get my nice 2 damage move. I really wanted to make sure Xena died there. And so I did the fire just so I wouldn't miss, actually. And it was kind of nice to be able to hit his Witchdoctor as well. And here I felt relatively decent because he had himself and his Witchdoctor thing. His own character is really still a huge threat. I was really sad Toro died already because I was expecting to knock out one more or just get a ton of damage on him. One mistake I made here is I stayed right next to this fire for too long because I'm like, well, I can still hit him, yada yada. But I'm in the middle of a ton of fire traps, and so I just got owned by those, and it was a terrible thing for me to do. And I really should have moved out of range of those sooner, but now, lesson learned. I discarded my Mojo Blade right there, because he doesn't have any melee companions, and I don't think he's going to run up to me face to face with a Witchdoctor. So I just didn't have a need for that anymore. I mainly have that for like Buccaneers and for the Toro and such. And because the charm I did want, I haven't been able to get yet, so I figured that was just a good substitute for the time being. Yeah, and then Bonnie didn't burst again. I know Bonnie has tons more agility than that stupid serpent thing. So that made me really angry. I was very concerned about my Musketeer right here. So I believe, yeah, I'm behind this pole. That was great. He tried to kill the fires twice and he fizzled. And then his Witchdoctor died because the fires were not dead. I mean, that was terrible luck. I'm staying behind this pole because I am looking for my heal. And he cannot hit me with his infinite range moves, and his staff is only 3 range, which I took note of at the beginning of the fight, so I know he couldn't reach me with like his Mojo Storm and such like that. So I'm staying behind here and pretty much turtling with my Musketeer as I track him down with Bonnie. However, he keeps running away, which is irritating. I mean, I understand you don't want to, run to the fight, but he can't run away and attack me, so then why only run away? At some point, we're both going to have to be in range of each other and attack. Okay, so I hid here, which I felt kind of stupid. I hid so he couldn't hit me with his infinite range moves while I approached. Now, I wanted to hit him with Mega Blast for my auto cannon. So on this next turn, I move in range of him. I'm hidden, so I know I'm kind of safe. And then I decided I'm going to move behind this pole, so that way he can't hit me, because I got the obstacle in my way. But the AoEs, the stuff he'd be able to hit me with is his like 3x3 squares, which don't need to have me as a direct target and can go right next to the pole and I'd still be in range because I'll be on like the outer border or whatever. And so I left myself in a spot where he can hit me with that still. However, I moved myself in such a position where this was an obstacle in a way for me to hit him with Mega Blast. So I couldn't even do that. So that ruined it. So I was kind of angry there. I decided to heal myself because seeing how much damage that did, and I think he used his stronger one already, that I knew I can survive at least one more hit with this, and I have my Valor's Fortress in my hand, and so that was the plan. I can't hit him with Mega Blast, but I can hit him with my 2 times AoE. So he is in range for that. Bonnie is in range for him. He's not moving anywhere. There's no reason for it. I feel pretty confident unless he just gets some weird critical on my Bonnie. But I don't see it happening. But I'm just really... I should have just moved the spot forward and so I could hit him with Mega Blast that following turn. Hit Bonnie. I was getting really worried. Bonnie was getting really low, and both my people are really low HP. I thought using the bombs, I'm like, that's not going to knock him into range of Mega Blast. Let's be smart. So I used Valor's Fortress here, so that's the minus 50% damage. So at least I can survive even more hits. Probably like 2 more hits from Witchdoctor before I die. Bonnie here finally gets her burst. I think she got all 3 of them, which was so needed. It was like about time. And at this point, I can hit him with Bonnie and myself. He realizes that he can't win this. So what he does is he decides to kill himself. Just kamikaze style. So that was a great game, Kai. It was very close. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have more of these soon. See you later.